Today on Santa Monica Update.
A lot of traffic coming to downtown. I'm Rick Boone. I'll tell you how to get around it coming up.
Every year, like clockwork, Santa Monica residents walk the streets late at night for a very special purpose. Find out why on this edition of Santa Monica Update.
Coming up, we'll take you to the Bayshore Lanes for the 17th annual Super Bowl-a-thon.
We have those stories and more news from the city of Santa Monica for you. I'm Tamara Henry.
Santa Monica Update, your source for local news in Santa Monica. Santa Monica Update starts now.
A major teardown and reconstruction project will soon begin on the Santa Monica Pier. In all, around 13,000 square feet of aging timbers and decking will be taken out and replaced with concrete pilings and new wood decking. In respect of the many businesses on the pier, the work areas will be fenced off and construction will stop on weekends and holidays. The public will still be able to frequent the pier. When the project begins, the contractor will have 240 days to get the job done without penalties. The city expects that the rebuilt pier will be highly durable. One of our city's most important awards for local businesses is the Sustainable Quality Award. The city gives this award to businesses in Santa Monica that have made significant achievements in the areas of sustainable economic development, social responsibility, and stewardship of the natural environment. The 2013 awards luncheon at the Sheraton Santa Monica on March 13th will feature special appearances by Ed Begley Jr. and California State Senator Sheila Kuehl. The ceremony will celebrate the more than 100 businesses that have been honored since the Sustainable Quality Awards launched in 1995. The Excellence and Grand Prize Awards will be given out at the luncheon program, and business people will have opportunities to network and be showcased during the reception. For more info or to buy tickets for the luncheon, you can go to smsqa.com/SQA. And to the award winners, congratulations. Your commute in downtown Santa Monica is about to go through a massive change. Expo construction is underway on several streets, and it could be a nightmare on the road for you. But reporter Rick Boone tells us how you can get around that construction and when it will finally be done.
Being able to get here without having to drive is wonderful.
That's what some Santa Monica commuters are saying about putting up with all the construction, leading to traffic jams on our streets.
Yes, because getting from the west side past the 405 is ridiculous.
The reason behind the backup? Making room for Metro's light rail train that's set to debut in 2016. The project, which is called Phase 2, will go from Santa Monica to Culver City. When completed, it will connect to Phase 1 already in operation and allow you to go from the ocean to downtown LA in just about 45 minutes. And a team is now in place to get that job done.
We have a lot of construction folks. In the office, we have, over 50. In the field right now, we have about 150. And in another month, we'll be at over 200.
The construction for the Expo project comes with a laundry list of road closures and detours. Beginning February 18th, the eastbound lanes of Colorado Avenue will be permanently closed between 4th and 5th Streets. Westbound will be reduced to one lane. This will be the site of the new Metro station, the last stop on the line. As a detour, drivers will have to take 4th Street to Olympic or Broadway as an alternative, but north and southbound 5th will remain open. A lot to remember, so now crews are starting a ground campaign, trying to relieve your pressure before you get behind the wheel.
Put message boards up, signs. We have people that go around walking and distributing notices about what we're actually going to be doing. So there's a tremendous amount of public outreach.
There are also daytime closures that start at 8 a.m. now in place on 20th Street and Cloverfield Boulevard. Another area of construction is right here at the Olympic Boulevard overpass. Once completed, this train is going to fly right here above my head. Now, it's taking some time to get this construction work done. It's a little noisy, but folks here in the area are saying it's worth the wait, and they don't mind. This year is expected to be the most aggressive year for road work and track installation. In 2014, road improvements will be done at 3 train stations, and by 2015, you can expect to see trains in motion for testing the system, with the first train ready for Santa Monica riders by 2016.
It's a big impact, but we want to make sure it's as little of an impact on the lives of our residents.
The city is working with Expo contractors watching over the project. They ensure access to businesses and residents will be easy to get to while we all adjust to the dust and then adjust to a new friend on the road.
The train will operate much like a car. If there's a red light, it has to stop. If there's a green light, it can go. But we do know that people have to get used to a large train traveling next to them on the street. So there's going to be a big educational campaign during that year of testing.
A project that will consume our lives for the next 3 years and beyond, as it transports hundreds of jobs to a lot of people who need it the most and deliver tourist dollars that are always welcome.
When they get off the train, they're going to see the ocean, they're going to see the city, and say, this is a great place to be, and I'm glad I took the train here.
For Santa Monica Update, I'm Rick Boone reporting.
To get up to date on the progress of the Expo line construction, just go online to buildexpo.org. It's a volunteer effort that impacts lives for years to come. Gail Choice joined up with Santa Monica residents for this year's homeless count. Here's her report.
Hi. They come, they sign up, and they are willing to walk the dark, lonely streets of Santa Monica in an effort to bring hope to complete strangers, outcasts, and the broken.
These amazing people here this late at night, in the cold, in the middle of the week, they're all volunteers. There's not a whole lot of city staff on city time.
We want to take care of the homeless issue. We want to see that everybody's taken care of. By counting, having data, I think cities should be able to help them properly and allocate the funds where it's needed.
The annual homeless count is a nationwide event, but the city of Santa Monica goes one step further.
The point-in-time count is mandated by the federal government, specifically by HUD. They mandate that communities do a count of their homeless out on the streets and in shelters every 2 years. But in Santa Monica, we go above and beyond, and we count actually every year. As you'll see behind me, there are the maps. We note where people are, if there are shifts in density, if we see people moving from downtown to the beach area or along the freeways, we can respond to that when we see changes in data from year to year rather than waiting every 2 years.
The information gathered on this night also benefits city commissions and nonprofit agencies seeking to bring aid to the homeless.
Well, it's very helpful for us. You know, we have street outreach teams that work during the day. So when we do the homeless count, one of the things that the city does is they actually plot on maps in all the census tracts of the city where homeless people are located. So it really helps us target our resources to know where to do our outreach.
Rebecca Lantry, commissioner with the Commission on the Status of Women, says her main concern is that of women who are homeless.
That's what, that's really what I want to see, how many are out here. I do get to see them at OPCC and some of the other shelters, but if they're out here on the street, I actually want to see for myself.
The volunteers get the necessary training and information needed, then go about the business of saving lives.
I think the people that you see here tonight is really a testimony to how involved and compassionate our community is when it comes to addressing homelessness.
Officials have reported a decrease in street homelessness since 2009, attributing it to how well providers respond to the homeless count information. Gail Choice, Santa Monica Update.
You too can be a part of next year's homeless count. Mark your calendars for January 29th of 2014. And for more information, call 310-458-8701 or email humanservices@smgov.net. Once again, we had a blast at the 17th annual Super Bowl-a-thon. It's the perfect place to network with business experts and professionals from our community, while at the same time helping those in need.
For the 17th year in a row, the Santa Monica community came together in full force at the Super Bowl-a-thon and raised over $40,000 for the Westside Shelter and Hunger Coalition.
Big numbers, big numbers. Westside Family Health Center is going to win.
It's all about you.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
About 650 bowlers participated, and this year's Super Bowl-a-thon was presented by Kiwanis Club of Santa Monica, with perfect game sponsor, Capital Source Bank.
It makes you nervous with the camera on you, right?
First time, yes.
You can blame that on me, okay?
We have some new teams, more energy than ever.
For over 25 years, the Westside Shelter and Hunger Coalition, a project of community partners, has addressed the needs of the homeless and low-income population, by coordinating food and shelter, job counseling and health services, as well as providing education and advocacy.
Those individuals that are struggling, putting food on the table, that live outdoors. And so we come together really reminding ourselves the importance of giving back and also having a lot of fun doing that.
An alliance of more than 30 organizations representing local human service, government agencies, and faith communities, all committed to ending hunger and homelessness on the West Side.
It's so much fun to see all the faces. You got your show me your disappointment face. Show me your strike face. Oh my God, girl! No wonder you are the team captain. Woo! Good. Thank you. Now tell me about that spin you got on that ball. How do you do that?
You know, it's just a natural. It's kind of like throwing the way they told it to me, a football, throwing it like a spiral underhand straight ahead.
4, 6, 5, 5, 9, 7.
Look at this. He's a novice.
But some have been at this for a long time, and in the annual Chiefs Challenge, Fire Chief Scott Ferguson defeated Police Chief Jacqueline Seabrooks 135 to 110.
I went to the Goodwill and found a bowling shirt that said I was a 1989-90 league champion. Figured this is probably what they were dressing back then.
Anyone who bowls in pearls has to bowl a good game.
That's why I had to ask. She's so sophisticated looking. I'm like, are you bowling?
Yes, of course.
The police department's team ended up with the highest score, so we got to give them props. But,
all right.
We'll be back next year.
All right, putting a new spin on things to strike out homelessness. Reporting for Santa Monica Update, I'm Tamara Henry.
To sign up for your own team next year or to volunteer for the Westside Shelter and Hunger Coalition, go to westsideshelter.org. Chain Reaction, the anti-war sculpture by Paul Conrad, has been given some breathing room. Voting to allocate $20,000 for temporary patchwork and security funding, the Santa Monica City Council also approved a dollar-for-dollar matching fund up to $50,000 to jumpstart the fundraising campaign that is needed to preserve this world-famous piece of public art. The council also pushed back the fundraising deadline, giving supporters an additional year to raise the money necessary to preserve and protect the historic work of art. For more info or to make a donation, go online to conradprojects.com. Come celebrate African American Heritage Month with a visit to the Santa Monica College Pete and Susan Barrett Art Gallery to see African American treasures, history, and art from the collection of Bernard and Shirley Kinsey. This historically rich collection of African American art has been exhibited throughout the United States and will be in the gallery from February 12th to March 9th. The Kinseys of Pacific Palisades have explored and celebrated their African American heritage by collecting items of historical and cultural significance. These items include a copy of an early version of the Emancipation Proclamation, correspondence between Malcolm X and Alex Haley, and a reproduction of a 1773 first edition copy of poems by Phillis Wheatley. The collection spans nearly 4 centuries and documents the hardships and triumphs of the African American experience. Gallery hours are noon to 5 p.m. Tuesday through Friday and 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Saturday. The gallery is in the SMC Performing Arts Center on Santa Monica Boulevard at 11th Street. For more info, call 310-434-3434. The Santa Monica Police Department is now accepting police reports online for the following types of incidents: graffiti, vandalism, and lost property. However, they only take these reports under the following conditions. The suspect was not seen or cannot be described. There is no physical evidence to be examined or collected, such as fingerprints or DNA, and the incident occurred within the city limits of Santa Monica. After completing their report, a report number will be provided and the report will be forwarded for review. To make an online crime report, just go to santamonicapd.org/crime report. Well, that's it for this edition of Santa Monica Update. And when you're out shopping or sightseeing in Santa Monica, keep your eyes moving, stay alert to what's happening all around. Be careful. I'm Tamara Henry, and for all of us at CityTV, thank you for watching.